Otti has just made a statement that is causing serious waves across Abia State and the entire Nigerian political scene. The governor of Abia State stood firm on Friday at the government house in Umuahia and declared once again that when his time as governor is finished, he will be retiring from politics completely. This is not just any casual statement, because Governor Otti made it very clear that he has no interest in becoming president, no interest in becoming vice president, and no interest in running for Senate when his governorship ends. This kind of declaration is almost unheard of in Nigerian politics, where leaders usually jump from one position to another, always looking for the next political office to occupy. The context behind this latest statement makes the story even more interesting. There has been a viral video circulating online where someone was heavily criticizing Governor Otti for his recent visit to Nnamdi Kanu at the Sokoto. Otti has just made a statement that is causing serious waves across Abia State and the entire Nigerian political scene. The governor of Abia State stood firm on Friday at the government house in Umuahia and declared once again that when his time as governor is finished, he will be retiring from politics completely. This is not just any casual statement, because Governor Otti made it very clear that he has no interest in becoming president, no interest in becoming vice president, and no interest in running for Senate when his governorship ends. This kind of declaration is almost unheard of in Nigerian politics, where leaders usually jump from one position to another, always looking for the next political office to occupy. The context behind this latest statement makes the story even more interesting. There has been a viral video circulating online where someone was heavily criticizing Governor Otti for his recent visit to Nnamdi Kanu at the Sokoto Correctional Center. For those who may not know, Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, who was recently sentenced to life imprisonment by a federal high court in Abuja for terrorism charges. The person in the viral video was accusing Governor Otti of visiting Kanu because he has hidden ambitions to run for president or vice president and was trying to use the visit to gain political favor with certain groups. Governor Otti heard about this video and decided to address it head-on, and that is when he restated his position about leaving politics after his governorship. Speaking directly about the accusations, Governor Otti acknowledged that in a democracy, people have the right to hold different opinions, but having an opinion does not automatically make that opinion correct. He said very clearly that by the time he is done with his governorship, he will retire from active politics. The governor emphasized that he came into politics with a specific mission, and once he delivers on that mission, he will step aside and give way for younger people to take over leadership. He even mentioned that he does not understand what some people mean when they talk about Igbo presidency, making it clear that people should not expect to see his name on any ballot after his governorship ends. One of the most powerful things Governor Otti said during this address was about knowing when to leave political office. He talked about how important it is for political leaders to understand when their time is up and when they should take the exit door to make room for others. The governor pointed out that in Nigeria, we have seen former governors who, after finishing their terms, went back to contest for local government positions, and he stated categorically that this is not what he is about. This statement really hits differently when you think about how many Nigerian politicians keep recycling themselves in the system, moving from governor to senator to minister and back again, never really wanting to let go of power and political positions. Governor Otti also used this opportunity to explain why he visited Nnamdi Kanu at the correctional facility. He made it clear that Nnamdi Kanu comes from Abia State, specifically from Umuahia North, and as the governor of the state, he believes it would be insensitive to sit back and ignore the situation. The governor explained that while he is not a lawyer and respects the judicial process, he understands that there are also administrative avenues to address issues beyond the legal route. He pointed out that even though Kanu has been sentenced, this is still the court of first instance, and there are opportunities for appeal all the way to the Supreme Court. Beyond that, Governor Otti mentioned that even people who have been convicted to death can receive pardons, and this is the kind of intervention he is working towards. The governor was very emphatic that his visit to Nnamdi Kanu has absolutely nothing to do with political ambition. He stressed that he is not a supporter of Nigeria's disintegration, but at the same time, he believes in dialogue, negotiation, and suing for peace. His position is that when you have the opportunity to discuss and negotiate for peace, it would be wrong to simply say that someone from your state should remain imprisoned or face death without exploring all possible avenues for resolution. Governor Otti made it clear that everything is not about politics, and sometimes leaders must make decisions based on what is right and what serves the interest of peace and stability. This entire situation reveals something very interesting about Governor Otti's approach to leadership. He is someone who contested for governor multiple times before finally winning on the platform of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections. His victory broke the long-standing hold that the People's Democratic Party had on Abia State, and many people celebrated this as a new dawn for the state. With his background in banking and his experience as a former group managing director of Diamond Bank, expectations were high that he would bring fresh ideas and effective management to governance. Now here he is, telling everyone that he plans to serve his purpose and move on, which is refreshing but also raises questions about what will happen to Abia State after he leaves. The reactions to Governor Otti's statement have been mixed across social media and among political watchers. Some people are praising him for being different and for demonstrating what true public service looks like, where you come in to serve a purpose and then exit gracefully. Others remain skeptical, reminding everyone that Nigerian politics has taught us to be cautious about such declarations because circumstances can change and politicians can change their minds when the time comes. If you have been following this developing story and you are enjoying this breakdown of what is really happening, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss important updates like this one. What makes this declaration particularly significant is the timing. Governor Otti is still relatively early in his tenure, and for him to already be talking about retiring from politics sends a strong message about his intentions. Whether he will stick to this promise or change his mind later remains to be seen, but for now he has drawn a clear line in the sand. The question many people are asking is whether this will inspire other Nigerian politicians to think differently about power and leadership, or if Governor Otti will remain an exception in a system where most leaders cling to power for as long as possible. What do you think about Governor Otti's decision? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because we would love to hear your perspective on this one.